Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new video, and as promised in my backpack tour video, today I'm bringing you my loadouts video. So this is essentially going to be all the loadouts that I use for each class going into the new year, see how much have changed since last year, any new pickups I perhaps wasn't using in the last loadout video I made, and yeah, just overall it should be pretty fun. Now I do apologise for the lack of uploads going into the new year. I don't really have any real reasons for it. I just kind of wanted to take time off. I went super hard in December with the upload, so I just kind of wanted to take a few days off, ease off the gas a bit before I go all out for the rest of 2020. So yeah, here is a loadout video to welcome that. So this is my scout loadout. Of course, I'm a scout main, as the name PyroJoe suggests. I'm a scout main. But yeah, so essentially this is the loadout I use. Now, the scattergun I actually use changes a lot. It's always the scattergun. I love using this current event scattergun. However, recently I got donated this shot to hell scattergun that's factory on. I just really like the skin. I think it's really basic. I like the design on it a lot. And of course I use this unusual scattergun as well that I'm sure you guys have seen in multiple videos of mine. The pistol is always the same, however, it's always this pro kill streak mercenary grade unusual pistol with the effect of cool. It looks really nice. It is a shot to hell pistol, so I could make like a full shot to hell set if I wanted. But yeah, this is of course like a really nice unusual scattergun. This was a gift from Arkamo. And then for my melee, I've been using the bat saber. Again, the melee doesn't really matter all too much. This would be my full unusual set. However, I just prefer using the bat saber as opposed to the fish. I just feel like I feel more secure using the bat saber as opposed to swinging a fish about. And then cosmetics, I've still got the standard Bruiser's bandana and flakjack combo. And the hat I'm using with this is the Scorching Big Elfin deal that I got from the Crate Depression. When that was going on, I unboxed this hat. There's a multitude of cosmetic combinations I could use, but I really like how the flakjack and the bandana look together. It really does come across perfectly for the theme that I want to give off. And just overall, yeah, that is my scout loadout done. Up next, we've got my soldier loadout, and this is a really nice loadout in my opinion. It's one of my more used loadouts, and this is my Blizzardy Storm Exquisite rack and my Green Black Hole Chieftain's Challenge. Now, Green Black Hole and Time Warp are two of my favourite effects, and to have a Green Black Hole Chieftain's Challenge that was donated to me is mental. And Blizzardy Storm is just like a solid effect, you know, it doesn't really look too out of place with the majority of loadouts. And then in terms of weapons, I use a Shell Shocker rocket launcher. Occasionally, I will use my Australian black box. I have a pro kill streak Australian black box, but I just prefer how the Shell Shocker looks, and I like using the stock rocket launcher a bit more at the moment. Secondary is normally always gunboats. However, sometimes I will put on my bank-rolled shotgun if I'm doing like MGEs or playing where I need to get maximize my damage essentially than the bankroll. But just for messing about in pubs, which is generally what I do when I play this game, I'll put the gunboats on. And then the third weapon is the escape plan. I mean, that's never going to change, I don't think. The escape plan is just like the best weapon in my opinion for the soldier. The only thing that's really changed on my pyro loadout in terms of cosmetics is that I am no longer using my last breath. Now, I did actually have a strange last breath. As you can see there, I was 700 or so points on it, but I unboxed this Head of the Dead, and I just thought, like, it's a bit of an upgrade on the PyroJoe loadout, isn't it? You know, I'll switch up from the last breath, go to the Head of the Dead, get a little bit more professional. Then, in terms of weapons, I just have a stock flamethrower that's unusual. It was donated to me when I was streaming. We have that same bank-rolled shotgun, factory new, with the effect of isotope. And then we have the power jack as well. I don't really think there's any reason to use anything other than the power jack. Unless you're doing like a mess around like Pyro Shark or something, then the power jack is just king in terms of third weapons for the pyro. Up next we have my demo night loadout, and this is a loadout I made in terms of cosmetics. As you can probably tell, this was a loadout I made specifically at Christmas, but I don't really play a huge amount of demo night. However, in terms of weapons, I used the Specialized Killstreak Iron Bomber, the Tide Turner, and this, I nearly called it the Sword Art Online, the Collector's Islander that I was donated so long ago. Yeah, this is just like, I prefer the Tide Turner to any other shield. I just like the mobility that it provides. And also, like, if I'm not using the Tide Turner or any shields, I will be using the Quickie Bomb Launcher. I have a strange one there as well. I prefer the Iron Bomber to the stock grenade launcher. I don't know why, it just feels more satisfying when you hit pipes with the Iron Bomber. I don't know what it is, I don't know why, it just does. Up next, we've got my heavy loadout, and as you can see, the exact same case as the demo, man. I made this loadout during Christmas. I don't actually know what hat I'd use before this. I don't play a massive amount of heavy, but it would probably be this green energy heavy duty rag that was donated. I think green energy is a fantastic effect, and this looks pretty much like the loadout I was using. I've got a pro killstreak Australian Tomislav that I use quite a lot. I've got over 700 kills on it, which considering I don't play that much heavy is pretty impressive. A strange festive sandwich that I've had for absolutely ages, and the gloves are running urgently. And it seems to be the case with most of my class setups that, like, I can't really see a weapon to use anything other than the gloves of running urgently. I just think the gloves of running urgently are much more useful than any of the other melee weapons. Same with the sandwich, really. I don't know many people who play heavy that use anything other than the sandwich. It just provides so much in terms of, like, support and your own healing. I just think it's too good of a secondary not to use. Up next, we've got Engineer, and as you can tell, I only play Engineer in MVM. Now, I actually put on the Telefragger token when I was recording my unboxing video. However, if I wasn't doing that, I'll probably put on this Scorching Flames 10 gallon that I got during the Great Depression, and we also have this Blizzardy Storm pencil pusher that was donated to us as well. So this would be like my triple face set. I've got a bandana, a pencil pusher, and the 10 gallon. But yeah, as you can see from the weapons, I mean, that is just MVM in a nutshell, isn't it, really? The Rescue Ranger, the Wrangler, and the normal wrench. I mean, you can't really get more MVM orientated than this loadout. I got really lucky in the Great Depression. I actually managed to get a Scorching Texas 10 gallon. Unfortunately, it's untradeable. This thing is worth quite a lot of money, but it is untradeable, so I can't really sell it or anything like that. But you know, it is what it is. My medic, you can tell I've made pretty much no progress from last time I did this. It looks exactly the same. I just don't play medic, lads. I'm an awful medic. If I'm ever on your team and I'm forced to play medic, I essentially provide less support than having no medic. I don't know how I manage it, but I do. Up next is my sniper, and again, this is a loadout I made at Christmas. I put on the Christmas hat. If I wasn't doing it at Christmas, I'd probably put on, actually, this Frostbite tin toppy that was donated. This Frostbite Serum Plasma combo is actually really nice. You get the really bright core of the Villain's Veil and the Serum Plasma going in perfectly with that Frostbite. But in terms of weapons, it's pretty basic. We've got a Balloonicorn sniper rifle. I just have a bunch of stock sniper skins. I've got the classic questionable name there on the purple range sniper. A lot of people always comment about that. It was donated to me, okay? Occasionally I'll use the shooting star. I like the shooting star. I think it looks a lot nicer than the Machina, but I just think you can't really go wrong with a stock sniper, and I use a specialised killstreak Balloonicorn sniper rifle. In terms of the other weapons, I have this Pro Killstreak Australian SMG with an absolutely shattering 23 kills. I mean, you could just tell how much I use this thing, but more often than not, I will put on the Razorback. It's saved me a whopping twice. So, you know, it's pretty sick. And then we have the Pretty Machete on it. I mean, yeah, it's just the stock melee. Doesn't make a huge difference. You're not going to be doing a huge amount of melees on sniper apart from on those pesky spies. Now, my spy loadout has changed a little bit. I'm using the Diamondback at the moment because I do kind of like the guaranteed crit you get on a backstab. The Big Earner, I like the speed boost you get. It just feels really nice when you get one backstab, use the speed boost, get into another one. The Cloak and Dagger is probably my favourite spy watch, to be honest. I mean, just being able to sit in one place for an unlimited amount of time, wait for that perfect moment to strike is just so much more rewarding than sort of running around for a limited amount of time. It induces a whole new different playstyle on the spy for me, and that is why I prefer the Cloak and Dagger. And then we have my strange festive sapper as well. I've had that for as long as I can remember. And in terms of cosmetics, I'm actually using this purple confetti deep cover operator with the Max's severed head. And although they clip slightly, it provides a really obscure combination. You get the hair clipping through the top of the Maxes and the headband at the bottom, where you can still see the Maxes perfectly. And then, of course, we have the Bruiser's bandana as well. Once again, 3 head cosmetics. Yeah, I really like the deep cover operator as a hat. If I wasn't using that, I really don't know what I'd be using, because the majority of my unusuals for the spy that I can wear are all class unusuals, so I think I'll just stick with the deep cover operator for now. Now, in terms of unusual taunts, you guys probably know my unusual taunts. Like, they don't really change a huge amount at all. And I have sort of like so many to go through, but of course my pickups, because we got a duplicate one in my unusual fire video, Arkamo actually let me keep this deep fried desire. This was the burst tester that I unusual fired in the video as well. I'm really happy with the effect I got on that. I don't think I could have got a better effect on this, to be honest. It looks great on the scout. And yeah, that is just sort of like all my unusual taunts. In fact, they always get unequipped because I always end up unusualifying them, trading them away, etc. to where I never end up maintaining a full unusual taunt loadout. But like, you know, this is like, I've got a solid amount for each class, I'd say. And yeah, that is just about it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, then please do remember to leave. Oh, also, this specialized kill streak pool party taunt is great. It's a Halloween one with infernal flames, but like it's specialized kill streak. It's glitched, and I just really like how that looks. It doesn't really increase the value. You can't see a sheen on it or anything like that, but you know, it's a glitch taunt. It's rare. There's probably not another specialized kill streak pool party, and it was very kindly donated to me by Dan, who was one of my patrons when my Patreon was still up. But yeah, guys, that is just about it for my video. If you did enjoy, then please remember to leave a like and let me know your thoughts down below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this and general gaming content, do be sure to subscribe. Thanks again very much for watching, guys, and peace. Hey, in my chest, time I haven't got much left. Thoughts of being dead, voice start circle in my head. The sun rises and it sets as I stay laying in bed. Light a cigarette whilst I wait for you to text.